This is me explaining how to make the Pro77 a fully automatic handgun instead of semi-automatic, because semi-automatic, every time you pull the trigger, it shoots, right? Only shoots once. Basically, bang, boof, boof, bang, boof, boof, bang, boof, boof. Okay, what you want to do, this is for you, especially Robin, this will get you going. There's a little screw. What you want to do is take that little screw out. It's an itty bitty screw, so don't lose that. Don't lose any pieces I'm going to show you. Right? And once you got that screw out, basically it's a very easy, just lift the hammer or the slide and it comes off. Really easy and simple, no wiggling it or anything. No problem. Put that aside. Then you got your spring. There'll be a little copper end, like a brass end on that spring. That's where the inside of the spring goes onto your barrel. Make sure you don't lose any pieces I'm showing you, remember that. Put that aside. Next, what you want to do is pull your hammer back, right? Oh, right. Make sure your clip is out, right? So you don't want your clip in there. Make sure you have no CO2. I don't have any CO2, but oops, screwing it the wrong way. No CO2, right? Just to be safe, make sure you got that done. Okay, pull your hammer back, right? It'll lock. What you want to do is you hold your hammer all the way back, and you'll slide this metal part right off. Very simple to come off. This is your entire mechanism to make it a fully automatic handgun. Okay, what you'll want to do is just let me find my pliers here. I'm not going to do it, I'm just going to explain it how it's done. Okay, you have a little C-clamp here with your firing pin on it. What you want to do is you take it and you'll pull off your C-clamp. Yeah, fuck it, I'm not going to do it. But you'll pull off the C-clamp and your firing pin will fall out from the inside, right? Then what you want to do is, before you do any of this, you want to make sure you have a washer. It's a very, very tiny washer, about 1 millimeter thick, and the exact same size as the head on the inside of that firing pin. So you'll take your firing pin out, it'll be like a little screw with no screws. You'll slide it on, and then you'll take it, and you'll slide it back in. Right? You have to figure a way to do it, maybe your pinky or something, but mine's too fat. Why not? But you'll put a washer on the inside right next to the head, you'll put it back in, and you'll put your C-clamp back on. Basically what that does is it brings your firing pin head out 1 millimeter, so when your slide goes back in, basically it hits that valve every time shooting. So it's like bang, 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 bang. I'll explain that more later. But make sure you got that back on, all good, whatnot. And then what you want to do is put it back the exact same way. Take it, just slide that right back on. Very simple, just whoop, right? And then that's what actually controls your hole. So it'll be like bang, 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 bang. Take your spring, put your spring back on, right? Brass side, remember that. And then take your hammer. Sorry, that's modded too. I'm just showing you this one mod. And put it on. Make sure you line it up perfectly. What I do is I put my finger in, and it just pops back on, right? Because if that spring's not perfectly lined, it won't go on. And then just level it and make sure it's nice and flat, nice and tight. Find your screw. Make sure there's nothing on it. Put your screw back on. Screw it back in. So if you ever realize with this gun that if you pull it back and it stays right there, it just means that screw is loose. That's all it is it's all that one little simple screw. It can really screw with you if you let it. So just make sure you can get that as tight as you can without stripping it. Alright? And then what you'll do is, there's your fully automatic handgun. Okay, let me explain that to you. When you go to use this gun, you want to go like this to start, right? Because if you don't do that and you just go like that and you let it go, because of the firing pin where it is it'll just keep going bang, 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 until it's out of bullets, right? And then you'll lock up. Not a big problem, but it can be, you know, get your fingers caught in there or something that hurt like a bit. But use that. Do not pull it back, because that is just a feature with fully automatic that just looks cool. But you want to use your hammer. And if you don't want to fire it, if you've got the fully automatic, pull the hammer back, pull the trigger, lower the hammer, right? You don't want to go like that. You want to use the hammer. Hammer. I'm just trying to make that clear. Don't do that, because bang, 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 bang. It's going to suck. Don't do that. And then, voila, you got yourself a fully automatic one. Put your CO2 in, put your clip back in, and party hard. Just remember, with that fully automatic, once you start shooting, it won't stop until you're out of ammo. So be careful. Thank you for watching.